Hello and welcome. My name is Daffy Roth, and this is the voice of Cars, the Beast of Burden from the sea. In the last episode, we defeated the Fire Primal, put out the fires in the lakes, which were causing the poison everywhere, and basically left the town of Fire, or whatever it was called, to languish in its pollution, essentially, because they refuse to change. Even feeding the orphan, they're like, no, I'm gonna keep doing that. So yeah. And now we are heading to find a myth of a place called I want to say Terraria, but just new Terra. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. So we upgraded the mark, we upgraded the we updated the ground skiff to the Mark II, so now it has wheels, which would get us across the wasteland. So we're gonna listen to some new music in this time around. So hope you guys enjoy it. Oh, that's right. And oh there. Did you call me?
A man, breathless and plump, suddenly jumps out in front of your group as you search for a place where Tralis can rest.
Can't help but feel like you remember this man. Yeah, he's gonna probably... No, because he had a white bird.
You inquire as to his identity, and the man puffs out his chest as he replies, "Why, a great merchant and roamer of the world at large." Tralis rises unsteadily from the deck of the Sand Skiff, tilts her head to the side, and says, "You not ringmaster?" The man looks at Tralis for a moment, then breaks into a delighted smile. "Oh ho, you're one of my brothers from the circus." As he explains it, this man is the younger brother of the circus ringmaster. He works as a merchant who travels the world buying and selling all manner of rare articles. And to that end, he wastes not a moment in trying to strike up some business. Perhaps a gander at my wares, then. You briefly explain Tralis's condition and ask the man if he knows of a good place to rest. "Why didn't you say so sooner? I've got some good info on that front," he replies with a wink. The merchant shares that he has heard of a village to the west, wherein resides a brilliant apothecary. He's said to be a rather crabby fellow, but with any luck, you can get some medicine from him, and on top of that, find a place to rest. 2 birds with 1 stone. You say a few words of thanks and quickly head off to the west in search of the village. The man calls after you. "I'll be here with my compatriots for a while, so do pop by later."
What do you have to sell? search the west of the wasteland for the town with the skilled apothecary. Well, he's a roving merchant. I heard a rumor. Oh, cool. Oh, well, let's visit. Oh, okay. You fulfill the necessary requirements to unlock game parlors receptions for the side story. What can I help you with? Oh. Shop owners?
You head to the inn, and the innkeeper says, "Journey's road is long, but our steps upon it become lighter with companionship. Don't worry about paying tonight. Instead, go spend lots of money at the other shops," she concludes with a wink.
Now we're good. What can I help you with? What do you got for me? What do you got? Probably nothing I can buy. Oh, pretty much all the same stuff. Okay.
The merchant glances over at you with a troubled look on his face. You ask him if something is the matter. "For reasons I can't explain, I need a wolf. Could you catch one for me?" he pleads. He then procures a picture and shows it to you. "It looks like this. I'd like one with a beautiful shiny coat," he elaborates. "It should be 2 stars at the very least." "Stars?" you ask. To which he explains that each monster has a star-based ranking. The stronger the monster, the more stars it has. "Of course, I shall see that you are handsomely rewarded for your effort," he tells you. You decide to accept his request, then take out a wolf card from your case. A delighted smile stretches across his face, and he asks if he can have some of its fur. Once you hand a tuft over, he quickly entwines it with his own hair. "Behold," he exclaims with a grin. "I'm even more dashing than before, no? I need to make a good impression on all of our patrons. After all, I'm the first person they see, and how I look influences the credibility of this entire business," he explains. After he's finished arranging the wolf fur on his head, he thanks you and hands you your reward.
You also received the Apprentice Monster Tamer certificate.
The merchant, recognizing your monster-catching prowess, wants you to bring him an orc child next. Just like the wolf, he asks for one that's 2 stars or above. Orc children are said to live in the desert, but dislike the sun's powerful rays and tend to hide away in dark places. You make note of the information and bid the man farewell.
I guess maybe I didn't have one. No, I do have 2 stars. That's what I thought.
Have you captured an orc child? The merchant asks. Remember, it must be 2 stars or above. After you summon the beast, the merchant calls over the blacksmith. The smithy looks at the orc child's weapon from every angle, all the while muttering, I see, I see.
Do you now, Tim Heidecker?
Apparently, he's been developing a hammer that even children could use in self-defense, and wanted to use the orc child's weapon as reference. Allow me to thank you on behalf of the smithy, the merchant says. I oversee the entire roving market, and as such, it is my duty to reward you.
Oh, look at the Dumpsy ring. All right.
I may ask for your help again in the near future, he says with a smile. Until then.
The hell out of my store. Oh, I guess that's it, huh? Right. I guess we don't have hers, but let's go ahead and read these cards here. We did get the aristocrat. A man who wants to eliminate inequity and lift up the city's orphans. However, the reality is his child's illness and the reactions of the selfish adults have stopped him from seeing it done. The exhaustion he faces on the daily is making his hair fall out when he walks the riverside. So much of his hair falls out that it catches fire, that he almost gets burned. Man. Yeah, we'll get that when we come. Alright, let's see here. Blacksmith, the owner of a weapon shop, in a sexy deep voice. All he has to do is whisper a soft to buy it into a window shopper's ear, and they offer their wallets up as if in a trance. In reality, he's just a hired employee managing the store. He doesn't know the thing one about weapons. He's got the job because of his beefy physique and especially that sexy voice. Item shop girl, huh? You want me to tell you about myself? Well, I like apples, oranges, work at the shop, and my customers' smiling faces. I'm just an ordinary gal working at an item shop. You want to know what I really like? A cold one after work, sleeping on days off. Oh, and definitely customers who spend lots of money. Can't argue that. Pet shop owner, in this cage behind me, you'll spy a selection of the finest monsters I collected as I tromped all over the land. Surely there must be one or two that a traveler like you fancies. Hold on, I'm a human, you hear me? I just pretend to be a monster so I can catch them when they let their guard down. Make sure you don't attack me even if you spot me out there. I'm just an admirable hardworking lad, tireless I dare say. I bust my hump on the daily. Customer service is my forte. Now come on in to paradise and enjoy hours of fun. I saw my mom in a dream and woke up in tears. Ugh, I'm not supposed to be like this. I'm a grown-up now. I have to work hard so I can feed my brother and sister. Right, and I guess that's it for the... You usually don't start unlocking those until the very end of the game, so... Surprised it's so early.
To battle. This place feels eerily familiar. You open your pack and fish out a scrap of paper. You knew it. This is where the map says there's hidden treasure. You feel around on the ground for a moment and soon discover an unnatural swell in the dirt. You claw at the earth with reckless abandon. Success. Buried treasure. Ecstatic, you fling open the lid and stash its contents in your bag.
Ooh, this is a critical change. Those are nice.
You locate a small village. This is probably the place the merchant mentioned where the apothecary lives. However, monsters suddenly appear, and they're headed straight for the town.
Oh, it looks like the one on the bottom has got a toothbrush.
You can't let them attack the town, for Tralis' sake too. You take off running to stop the monsters.
All right, let's deliberate. Man. Gotta make this easy. Oof. Man, that didn't do anything. Well, that didn't do nothing for me now, thanks. Alright, let's just bring everything. You know, I keep forgetting about Steel Primal. Here. This is all I got, so...
Unbeknownst to any, you manage to avert the danger. Now Tralis needs help. Hurry into the village.
To the Village of Light.
You and Legol enter the village, leaving Pulche caring for Tralis on the Sand Skiff.
Pulche has left the party.
No sooner do you enter the village than a man's voice calls out to you. This here's the Village of Light. Make yourself at home and rest your wearied spirits. The villager wears a curious headpiece, but seems polite and courteous. You get directly to the point and ask him if he knows about the apothecary. Ah, that would be me, he says, before offering to mix up some medicine if you're in a hurry.
What do you do?
You explain Tralis' symptoms, and the man calling himself an apothecary smiles and says he can help right away.
What do you do?
Afraid of the answer, you ask what it will cost. The man calling himself the apothecary laughs and assures you he has no need of payment. The apothecary hardly seems crabby at all, so you check again with him that he really is the one you're looking for. He answers that coming to this village changed him, made him realize that people need to live by helping each other. The apothecary suggests you take a wander about town while he mixes up the medicine.
Okay, now that that's over, I was running into some controller issues apparently. I apologize. All right, let's go.
He adds, the folks about town are kind souls one and all, so feel free to ask them if you need anything. Legol says that he'll get Tralis and returns to the Sand Skiff. You decide to walk around the village and find what you'll need to care for your friend.
The apothecary, and I don't know why, but I get, if you've ever seen, no, we won't go there.
A giant statue towers above you, stern eyes seeming to glare a warning to trespassers. A giant statue towers above you, kindly eyes seeming to cast a protective gaze across the village.
Fun for trespassers.
The man has a serious look in his eyes as he goes about compounding the medicine. His mild air is gone, replaced with sharp focus. You'd be better off not disturbing him right now. After hearing your tale, the woman hands you her food. Make sure you all eat up and get all your nutrients. And if there isn't enough, you just let me know and I'll make more. Ha ha. She finishes with a hearty laugh.
Oh, oh. You fulfilled the necessary requirements, unlike the mature woman's flip side story.
The woman says, "Need more food? Just give me a little while. I'm making more now." She finishes with another hearty laugh. The boy looks at you and says, "This would look nice on you, miss," and hands you a crown made of gorgeous artificial flowers. You try to pay for it, but the boy counters with a smile. "I gave it to you because I wanted to." That was nice.
You fulfilled the necessary requirements, unlike the boy in flower crowns flip side story.
The boy looks your way and smiles,
This place is
gazing at the
creepy.
flower crown made from artificial flowers.
Alright, so that's the same. Let's see. Shrine of Light.
The old man says, "No person is an island. That's why we need to join hands and help one another."
You fulfilled the amicable old man's flip side story.
After hearing your tale, the proprietor of the inn beams at you and says, "Don't worry your head over payment. Stop in and make use of one of our rooms as much as you like." You offer a word of thanks and feel a weight lift off your chest. Now Tralis will be able to rest somewhere comfortable. The apothecary comes running your way. The medicine is finished. You take it from him and then try to head back to Tralis, but there seems to be quite some commotion at the entrance of town. Wondering what could have happened, you hurry over.
Head for the village entrance. You fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock the innkeeper's flip side story.
A crowd of villagers has thronged the entrance to town. On the opposite side are Legol, Tralis, and Pulche. Their earlier kindness seemingly an implausible memory, the group shouts, "Get out, now." You realize that the villagers are staring daggers at Tralis. They seem somehow furious at her. Even the apothecary, who only just handed you medicine for her, has an expression of utter rage on his face. You attempt to intervene and protect Tralis, but the villagers continue to bellow their anger. Suddenly, you hear a serene voice call out over the crowd.
Enough.
At the sound of it, the people fall incredibly quiet. A mysterious girl, young in years, emerges from within the awkwardly silent crowd. I beg your forgiveness for the way you have been treated by the villagers, she says. If you require a place for your sick friend to rest, please come to the Shrine of Light, she finishes, before leading the way.
Oh, I guess that's where we're headed. Head for the Shrine of Light. Yeah, screw all you guys.
As soon as you arrive at the shrine in which the girl lives, you put Tralis in a bed to rest. You're relieved that you've managed things for the time being. When you speak with the girl, she says, "I've been waiting for you all."
You're a Septarian, right?
You haven't told the girl anything, so how is it she knows that? I know more than that. She goes on to describe much about your group. The monster attack on your village, Legol's cruel treatment, what happened to Pulche's parents. "What's your deal?" Legol says, unnerved. The girl answers, "The power of prophecy." She explains that due to her power, the people revere her as a religious guru. You've never heard that word before, and so you ask, "Guru?" You ask if a guru is some kind of teacher, and Legol nods. "Yeah, I think you could say they're a sort of teacher." Pulche adds, "A guru is the founder of an ideological group, or the leader of one. In any event, the guru is clearly important to the village. You decide to ask her about the place."
They won't get butthurt.
You ask why the once kind villagers became so angry. The guru explains in a measured voice. This remote village has, she explains, been the victim of many monster attacks over the years, which in turn means that many of its inhabitants despise all monsters. That hatred eventually took root in the village as a kind of religious doctrine. Thus their behavior when they saw Tralis. You ask why the villagers were so kind at first. The guru explains in a measured voice. The village, she explains, adheres to a doctrine called the Light Faith. She goes on to explain that the foundational principle of the Light Faith is to be kind to people. Thus, the villagers treated you with great kindness. And so there have been two absolute doctrines in this village: be kind to people and kill monsters. She gazes at the room where Tralis is sleeping and asks, "Your friend is a monster, yes?"
Oh.
You hesitate to reply, having vaguely suspected what Tralis actually is. The guru amends her words. "Forgive me. Perhaps that expression wasn't quite appropriate, since she is also human. She is half human and half monster. What are your thoughts on that?" she asks.
Is a monster to be hated or your friend to be treasured? What is Tralis to you?
It's true that monster blood may flow in Tralis's veins. Monsters, things to be hated. But as you've traveled together, seeing you falter, the guru offers another apology. The villagers were discourteous to your friend, and for that, I am sorry. Many of them lost family to monster attacks and are seized with hatred. I ask you to forgive them, she continues, her voice tinged with hurt.
No. Wait, is one longer than the other?
Ah, right. Your group wishes to go to New Terra, yes? She says, breaking the silence. Stunning that your powers could even tell you that, says Pulche in a low voice, and the guru nods serenely. She explains that there is a stone tablet in the ruins of a religious edifice to the northeast of town. Said tablet has the way to New Terra recorded on it. However, you should know, monsters have nested in the ruins, she adds. There's information on New Terra to be had, though, so you decide to go anyway, despite the danger.
Check on Tralis before setting out.
Tralis is sleeping soundly. Quite relieved, you thank the woman watching over her. She seems annoyed, but when you inform her that you're headed to the ruins, she quickly turns her attitude around and bows her head.
Please, get rid of the monsters living there and get the stone tablet back.
The ruins were evidently a sacred site for this village, one where marriages, funerals, prayers for bountiful harvests, and other important rites were carried out. And the tablet was used in those ceremonies. You accept the woman's request, explaining that you were planning from the start to retrieve the tablet. You've no sooner gotten your response out than Tralis's eyes fly open, and she bursts out, "I come too." While she is a little unsteady yet, the apothecary's medicine seems to have done its work. You try to convince her to rest a little longer, but she insists on going to the ruins with you. At length, her persistence wins out, and you begrudgingly agree to take her along and head for the ruins.
For the ruined edifice northeast of the Village of Light and search for the stone tablet. Tralis has joined the party.
The guru gives a little smile and says, "I'm sure you will be all right. I have foreseen that you will be able to obtain the tablet and return safely."
Good.
The apothecary heaves a deep sigh. Should have given you poison, not medicine.
Oh, no. Die in a fire.
The boy notices you, and then quickly hides the crown of artificial flowers in his hand from you. What a waste of good food, the woman says, regretting having given you something to eat. The old man takes one look at Tralis and then spits, "Strange ears, odd tail, repulsive."
Like you're sitting here wearing helmets made of whatever. I thought she would be like, "There's no room at the inn for you."
A bizarre rock appeared. It seems primed to explode.
Roll the dice and see what happens.
The bizarre rock transformed into a gold rock.
Well, not gonna complain about that. Quality Omnisol. Alright. I think we'll explore what we can of the map, call it an episode, and then we'll do the dungeon in the next episode. Let's deliberate. Oh, but I totally should have rested, though.
A masterful victory.
Yeah. Oh. Take that, I guess.
To battle.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage. Right.
Battle time.
Nice. Dude, that were red is cute, but man, does it pack a punch. I got the ogre's enemy story. $2K for that. Yeah, let's see what they got.
Ominous clouds swirl above you, darkening the sky. A peal of thunder follows a brief flash of lightning. This is bad. Another flash, but this time the peal of thunder is nearly simultaneous. That was one close lightning strike. In fact, the chunk of boulder missing nearby tells you exactly where it struck. Had you been standing there, you break out in a cold sweat. You can't take your eyes off the boulder. And good thing, too, because something is staring right back at you. You walk over and give the brittle rock another whack, revealing a gold coin. So this is what the lightning was after.
All right, guys, and we're going to call that an episode here. In our next episode, we're going to go and slay all the monsters in this place. Probably ruin some more monsters' lives and destroy more monster families, you know. So, but with that being said, friends, I appreciate you hanging out with me. It means a lot. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay true to yourselves and all your hearts, and stay safe out there. Okay, bye-bye.